everybody, what's going on? So just bringing you guys like a little quick video to hold you guys over until this week's video coming up that I am coming back for. But I decided to show you guys, just to show you guys how much it's grown. I'm going to be showing you guys the 3DS and DS collection. So just in case you haven't ever seen this on the channel before, I'm just going to show you guys all of the games that I've collected in the past 2 years. But I'm going to show you guys the console first. Here's my new 3DS that I play on. It's the Super Mario 3D Land Edition. I do have some digital exclusive games on here that I will show you guys at the end. But let's just start off with the DS games first. And they're all in alphabetical order, starting with A, going down to whatever the last letter is. But first, let's start off with the first DS game is Alvin and the Chipmunks. And if you guys are not new to the channel, you know that I didn't have a case for this originally. So I was able to get a case for it. So yeah, this game is pretty good. I would recommend this. I have a lot of childhood memories with this game, so I was glad I was able to get another copy of it. Next up, we got a weird one. We have Big Time Rush Backstage Pass. Loved Big Time Rush growing up. Got the game for $5. Not too bad. Next up, great cartoon. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Imagination Invaders. If you know the show, you know what the game is probably about. Wacky, goofy, fun, pretty good game. Next up, another weird one that I got for $5. Jonas on the DS. Yes, I'm a Jonas Brothers fan. Don't judge me. But pretty good game. It was only $5. I would not pay any more for it. Next up, we're going into some better, well-known games. Mario Kart DS. Now, this is a case I made. I literally got a dummy case from GameStop and just literally printed off the DS cover. Next up, we got new Super Mario Brothers. Pretty fun game. One of the best DS games of all time. One of the best selling. This and Super Mario 64 DS are the main Mario games, but this one is its own game, so it has more points. But great game. Next up, we have another game that brought back childhood memories, Phineas and Ferb. And I did get this case off eBay, because I didn't have a case for it originally. I didn't even have like a demo case to just put it in. But this game is super fun. Loved from what I was playing through it again. But pretty good game. Highly recommend if you're a Phineas and Ferb fan. Next up, probably one of my favorite games in the DS library, Power Rangers Samurai. Love Power Rangers still, always will. Fun game. Highly recommend. Then next up, we have Star Fox Command. Haven't really played a lot of it because the controllers are weird, but from what I played with it, it's basically a generic Star Fox game for the DS, and this is actually the first one on a portable system. So pretty good. And lastly, the actual first 3DS game I've ever played, Toy Story 3. Great game, highly recommend. Alright, so those are all. My apologies, guys. The camera cut out. But anyway, what I was saying is that those were all the DS games, and now let's go on to the 3DS games. Same thing, all in chronological order. So let's start with the first one on here. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. Must have in the 3DS collection if you really love Zelda. If you loved Ocarina of Time, pretty good game. Pretty amazing port of how they were able to put that big of an N64 game onto a 3DS cartridge. But highly recommend. You also can have Ocarina of Time 3D without Majora's Mask 3D. Pretty good game. Actually, I've not really played through a lot of this because I'm still on Ocarina of Time. But overall, from what I've seen, pretty good game so far. Next up, we have The Legend of Korra, A New Era Begins. Pretty fun RPG. If you like Avatar and The Legend of Korra like I do, you would definitely like this game. Next up is one of my favorite games of all time, Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. Grew up with this game on both the 3DS and the Xbox 360. We all know the Xbox 360 is more superior, but overall this is a great port of it. Next up we have Luigi's Mansion, and this is actually the last 3DS game made by Nintendo, since they basically killed off their 3DS after this. But overall, pretty good game. Next up, we have its sequel, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. This was actually my first real carded 3DS game that I got after I got the 3DS. Pretty fun game. Wanted this when I was younger, but I was glad when I got back into the 3DS, I was able to finally get it. Next up, we have Mario Sports Superstars. A lot of people hated this game. I personally think it's a good sports game. I think a lot of people just hated that this was on the 3DS and not the Switch, but I can overlook that because it's still a fun game. Next up, we have Mario Kart 7, also known as one of the saviors for the 3DS. This really helped, this and Super Mario 3D Land really helped the 3DS be able to move on and live. So, pretty good game overall. Next up, we have Michael Jackson The Experience. Love Michael Jackson. This game is really fun as a nice rhythm game. This game is just so good. No words will actually give this game any explanation. Next, we have New Super Mario Bros. 2. Pretty good game. I actually am trying to get 1,000,000 coins on here, but I have not yet, but hope to in the future. And then we have Star Fox 64 3D, great game. Actually just completed this, the 3DS version. Now I'm going to go back and complete the N64 version on this game. Next up we have Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. Great game, the very first 3DS or any handheld release of Super Smash Bros. Great game overall. Everybody must have that in their collection. Next up we have Super Mario Maker for the 3DS. The Wii U one was good, but this is a good port if you want to play this on the go before Mario Maker 2 came out. But unfortunately, since Mario Maker 2 is out, there's really no reason to go back to it. Next up, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Master Splinter's Training Pack, which has both TMNT 1 and 2 Danger of the Ooze on there. Pretty good bargain for this game. If you like Ninja Turtles and you like Ninja Turtle games, pick this up. And lastly is the newest game in the collection, Ultimate NES Remix. Great game, great way how they actually show all of the NES games for mini games and all kinds. Pick this up if you can. So those were all of my 3DS and DS physical games, but now I'm going to show you guys some of my downloaded games. Alright guys, so now I'm going to be showing you guys what's actually on my 3DS. So all my downloaded games. Let's power it on. Okay, so first off, we have the game that came with it, Super Mario 3D Land. Great game, my favorite 3DS game. Then we have Sonic Generations and Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. Then let's go to the Virtual Console games. So we have Wrecking Crew, Pac-Man, Super Mario Bros., Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, Mario 2, Mario 3, Galaga, Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, Dr. Mario. So we have Game Boy now, Dr. Mario, Super Mario Land 1, 2, and Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, Metroid 2, Return of Samus, Donkey Kong Land, Mario Golf, so we're now Game Boy Color, Mario Tennis, Link's Awakening DX, Game & Watch 2, Game & Watch 3, and then we have Game Gear, we have Sonic, Sonic 2, and Tails Adventure. Then we have Mario Cement Factory for the Game & Watch, Mario World Clock. Then we have Sonic 3D, Sonic 2 3D, and Galaga, and Xevious. So those are all the games on my 3DS. Let's just go ahead and turn this off. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this small video on showing off my DS and 3DS collection. I will thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, because in my opinion, you always need topics in your life. And I will see you guys all in the next video. See ya.